Hey, my fellow YouTubers, Mad Caddy here, and I'm bringing you guys a video on 7 things every mechanic or do-it-yourselfer should have in their tool arsenal, more specifically when it comes to doing a wire repair. These are some tools that I found come real in handy when it comes to working on my car or hooking things up for other people. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So item number 1. Would you look at that? What you think that is? That's heat shrinks. You got it right. These are really good for being, just coming across very professional. They're just the effect that they give. Somebody sees you use these, it just gives an effect of, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure you know what you're doing if you're working on someone else's car. I would sure hope so. But this right here is really good for, when you want to protect the wire, give it a little extra protection after you maybe have used a butt connector, or you have spliced it together using a split technique. You just use these. They pick this up for about $12.99 at AutoZone. I'll show you what's inside. Comes with a few different gauges. This is about what, 10-12 gauge down to 18-22 gauge, so it has something for just about every job. Next item, which we're all familiar with this one, that would be zip ties. And this is a 650 piece set. Picked this up from Walmart for about $9. Comes with different sizes and different lengths for different types of jobs, from bumpers to wires. So there's something for everybody with this set here. 650 pieces. You can't beat it. Industrial grade. I've used it. Haven't had any of them snap on me or anything, so it works pretty good in my case. Item number 3. This is kind of a bonus, not really something you need, but it's very in handy. Craftsman Evolve. I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside. What does that look like? Well, it's bid for, well, you can use this, but it's also, you can use it on a drill. If you look, what do you see? And tell me what you see. That's very important. If you look, it's a deep socket. So let's say you're getting a fastener off that has a screw, and the screw is sticking out, protruding past the fastener. You'll be able to use this because it has a hole where the screw will go. So therefore, you can get it off. It's really in handy for a lot of different types of jobs. Removing intake boxes, side view mirrors, etc., etc. 10mm. It goes all the way up to 12mm down to 3/16. Picked this up at Sears. It was on sale. Very high quality. I'll be honest. People with dog craftsmen saying this and that. Oh, it's Chinese made. Isn't half the stuff out there, but its quality is great. Packaging is pretty good. Had caught a good sale on it, so I picked it up. So far I've used it a few times and it's well worth it. Next item we have is a Craftsman digital multimeter. Now I know this might look scary to a lot of people. Oh, look at all the numbers, the different letters and the different symbols. It's really relatively simple, I must say. I'll just show you how it works real quick. That's just going through every slide. And really a lot of it is just changing the decimal place for a certain setting. You just got to know where you need your decimal at for whatever measurements you're taking. And it's not that hard. And then back to off, I'll show you the wires. So to start off, it's basic. You almost always plug your negative lead into the COM, then you plug your red lead into the volts and ohm side. Okay, and then it's that simple. I can get into a detailed video on how to use one of these later on, so be on the lookout for that. Item number 5 this is my favorite. It was probably one of the best investments I've ever made when it comes to an electrical repair tool. That would be my Irwin vice grips. Oh, vice grips. Oh, not the vice grips you're used to. These things are quite amazing, and the simple fact that they're just quick and they work. They were about 25 bucks online, maybe 30 or so in stores. But what it does is you put a wire in here, you squeeze it down, it splices the wire perfectly every time, just about. And this, you can adjust it for how long you want the splice to be. I'll give you guys a demonstration with this little bit of wire right here. I'll go ahead and cut it. Alright. Now if you look here, there's a short splice. And what do I have? A short splice. Now, let's extend it out, make it a little bit longer. Got it sticking a little past, but that's okay. And perfect. Sometimes it doesn't pull it all the way off. I give that. That's maybe the only gripe, but it gives it a very fine splice each and every time. So you should definitely pick up this Irwin vice grip wire splicer. It's really good tool to have. Next up, of course, I mean, just some wire. 18 gauge, kind of middle of the road. Usually can be used for most jobs. It's 40 foot of wire. Picked this up for maybe what, $8 at Advanced. I've used it, works fine. Don't have any resistance problems with it. The gauging seems to be legit. You know, not more insulation than wire, if you know what I'm saying. So just get you some wire. Last but not least is the dreadful, well, not in my case, but to most people, they find this tool to be very dreadful. Yes, I know. I don't have a problem with it. It's become very handy for me, especially when it comes to crimping butt connectors and just cutting a wire quickly. It's quicker than a vice grip, just for the simple fact that this is thicker, so it's just more of a hassle to put wire through here and cut it. Whereas this is just bam bam. It's just a little bit quicker to cut wires. But when it comes to splicing wires, you want the Irwin. And that's actually it, guys. So these are some tools that you need all in your arsenal. I'll line them up for you so you can get a glimpse. And you got the zip ties in the back. So these are all some things you should pick up and have in your tool arsenal. Any questions, comments, just ask them below and I'll get to you the best way I can. I'm out.